And we're going to have the delicious flavors of Arabia in the kitchen today. We have the author of Flavors of Arabia, Suzanne Husseini, on the show today to whip up one of her delicious recipes and tell us a little bit more about her book. We've got all that and more. Don't go away. We're back with Michelle.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to bring you on a culinary journey to the Middle East with our next guest. Her cookbook is absolutely beautiful. Not just the beautiful recipes located, but beautiful photography as well. We are joined by Suzanne Husseini, author of Flavors of Arabia. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And congratulations on the book. When we spoke to you before the show, you mentioned this book was already released in the Middle East to some great success.
Yes.
What made it come over here to North America?
Well, I aim to rule the world.
Right, good for you.
Let's
get on board with this one. Yeah.
I started off with the UK and Australia, which were launched first with another publisher, and now it's come to North America. I think that there is a little gap here. People don't know a lot about Middle Eastern cuisine. Right. Everybody knows hummus, tabbouleh, fattoush, baba ghanoush. Everybody knows that.
Right.
But with my book, I aim to introduce people to all the hundreds of dishes between hummus and tabbouleh.
Very
and the great thing is that this is kind of like a homecoming for you. You were raised in Ottawa, in this area.
This is my hometown, absolutely. This is where I grew up. I fell in love with cooking and the process of cooking in my mother's kitchen. Nothing brings me more comfort and joy than eating and cooking and sharing with my friends. And I learned that at a young age from my mother.
So the recipes from the book, then, where do they come from? Who is the big influence, or what is the big inspiration?
My big inspiration, again, it starts with my mother and in my memories. I mean, nobody just eats food. You all have stories that are connected to food, right? I mean, you have stories. Everybody has a story.
It's true.
I've got a story about Thanksgiving. You were talking about I had 35 people in my home the other day.
Oh my goodness! You did do
2 turkeys.
You did 2? Oh my goodness!
And I smoked one too on the barbecue.
Good for you. Nice. What are you going to prepare for us today?
I'm going to do an arugula salad. So this arugula, or roca as it's known, is already washed, and I'm going to place it on this beautiful blue plate.
And this is the actual recipe on the cover of the book, right?
Yes.
The photo on the cover.
Exactly. I'm going to slice the onions, but before I do that, I need a man with a pink shirt and muscles.
All right. Well, I happen to be wearing
one of those.
Right now, Suzanne.
Okay, and I need you to put a little bit of salt in there and mash the heck out of that, please.
You got it. I will do that for you.
I want it to come to a paste. Now, this is a shallot, a very mild kind of onion, and I'm just going to slice it thin.
Okay.
And I'm going to add this to the salad.
If someone doesn't have a shallot, can they use a Spanish onion?
Oh, absolutely. Anything, a red onion, whatever. Or, if you don't like onions, leave it out. Okay. I'm all for, doing what you like and you enjoy. You need to put some muscle in there, Derick.
Even more?
Yeah, a little bit more.
I thought I was doing well.
Cold over here.
Oh my goodness, my personal trainer is going to be disappointed.
And then I've got these beautiful cherry tomatoes in amazing colors that I'm just going to scatter on top. Would you like to do this,
And
Lois?
this is, sure, I can do that. And this is something that's very quick to do, I guess.
I'm not sure I trust her with a knife. She told me a story about Thanksgiving earlier today, how she sliced her
Carrots
finger
were
off.
involved. You know what?
Yeah.
That won't happen here. Don't worry, Suzanne.
Not with tomatoes?
Now, Suzanne, you have a very interesting, I guess, experience as a chef, as a culinary expert. Yeah. You now live in Dubai.
Yes, I do. That's half my life. So I do have this double life, living here and there.
Does that influence your cooking at all?
Of course, because I get inspirations from everywhere, all over the world. I have friends, and I call wherever I live home. Right. So for me, of course, Dubai is home, but so is Ottawa. Ottawa is where I grew up, and coming back here couldn't mean more to me than coming back and reconnecting with my friends and family. This is eggplant that I have roasted in the oven.
Looks beautiful.
Okay, so now you've got this beautiful peppery. So that's done.
Yes.
Could you put in some fennel seeds, okay, and mash it along with it, please?
You got it.
All right.
Okay. Now, when you were roasting the eggplant, did you just simply do that in your oven with some olive oil?
Yes, just a little bit of olive oil, and that's all I did.
Okay, great.
All right, perfect.
How is it? Perfect.
Perfect. Now,
I don't hear that often. Thank you, Suzanne.
a little bit of lemon juice.
Okay.
Okay. A little bit of pomegranate molasses.
Ooh,
so this is the juice of pomegranates that's been cooked down.
Is that something you made your own?
No, I buy that ready-made, and you can buy it in Middle Eastern groceries. This is a little bit of balsamic vinegar, fig balsamic vinegar.
Oh, nice.
Okay, a little bit of sweetness. I'm sorry, I'm cutting across you.
It's all right. It's your kitchen. We told you that before the show.
But you know what you can do while I'm
want.
doing this? You can munch on one of these.
Oh, perfect.
Sure.
These are date orange scones for my breakfast chapter. This is Dijon mustard that's going to
you've
help.
broken it down from breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and mezze?
And mezza, which is the appetizers. This is a little bit of salt. And of course,
so good.
how is it?
That is delicious.
Bottle of the best, okay? Extra virgin olive oil. Make sure that you invest in really good olive oil because that's going to show off and pull together all the tastes.
You know, you're using a fork, but I thought we were going to use your earring here, Suzanne, because if you will see, Suzanne really does live, they live the culinary life. She's wearing a whisk on this ear and a fork or a spoon on the other ear.
Yes, I love my job, and my bracelet is the fork as well.
That's great.
I love my job.
Is it fair to say that you've taken sort of traditional Middle Eastern recipes and put a modern twist on them?
Absolutely.
Is that a good description?
Yes, it is a good description. It is. I mean, I stay true to the authenticity of the dish. I'm not trying to, you know, distort it, but I keep the integrity of it. But sometimes it needs a little update or a little makeover, which is what I'm all about. Okay, dressing is done.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to pour over. So now you're going to get this beautiful sweet and tart with pomegranates on top of this, and then of course the pièce de résistance. And this is my jewels. The pomegranates go on top. Once you put on once you put on pomegranates on anything, I don't know, it makes my heart sing, as I like to say. And then the crunch factor is toasted pine nuts.
Oh, delicious.
Very nice.
Okay, so you've got peppery arugula, sweet tomatoes, tart dressing with sweet, again with buttery eggplant, and then the crunch.
Beautiful.
All in one bite.
I can't wait to give this a try. How do people get a copy of your book?
It is available at all wonderful bookstores all across Canada and the United States.
Excellent.
Chapters, of course, has it. And speaking of Chapters, on the 21st, Sunday, I'm going to be at Chapters Pinecrest. I'm going to be doing a live cooking demonstration. There's going to be a book signing event.
Excellent.
So I welcome you, and I welcome everyone, my friends and family, and everybody get to know you. I'll feed you. I'll
what more do you
sign your
need?
book. And hopefully you'll fall in love with this amazing cuisine that's so good for you and delicious.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. Congratulations again on the book.
Derick.
Wonderful cookbook. Again, you can pick it up at all bookstores, so go out there and get it.